What do you expect Tiger to say at this press conference, and are you glad he's finally doing it?
Well, first of all, I am glad he's finally doing it because I don't think any athlete should be allowed to circumvent that media situation. If you allow to circumvent an inquiry, then what happens is that creates mayhem because other athletes who do far more serious things may try to exercise the same philosophy. But in regards to, you know, just I'm happy he's doing it. If I were asking him a question, it would be about, listen, what happened that night when you were coming out of your house? How do you run into a fire hydrant and then a tree a few feet away from your house?
But then after that, would you ask him about all the different women?
No, I wouldn't get into that. I don't think that's any of my business. I don't think
the main question is what happened that night.
So you want to know the car crash.
I want to know the car crash, but in other words, were you intoxicated? Did she knock you with one of those 9-irons that you had in your house? That's what I want to know.
He's protecting her.
Sure.
He doesn't want to say that in
this
show.
That's kind of an irrelevant question to ask as opposed to everything that's
I don't think it is because I don't think it is because when you get into that particular night, then you get into things indirectly that he may want to try and avoid. It opens the gateway. Barbara, you're the best in the business. You've been doing this for ages. The fact of the matter is sometimes you ask a question to lead to more things. Right. You know, to the setup question. That would be my setup question. Right. You know, I mean, I'd be after something a lot deeper.
I think it should be in the police report, but I've said from the beginning, I don't think that he has to answer all these questions. I don't think he has to do an interview. But is this going to affect his game?
It's not going to affect his game at all. He's the best in the world. Adversity is something. A lot of people think it builds character. A lot of times it reveals it. The fact is that he's the best in the world. He's the best golfer. That golf course is going to be his sanctuary because, again, if you're not playing golf, then what are you doing? You're in sex rehab or around your wife, which means you're constantly revisiting the infidelity that you exercise. I don't know of any man that wants to be exposed to that night and day.
He's allowed this sort of escape then and sanctuary. Do you think that with the media surrounding this event, this is probably one of the most cushioned ones in terms of access to him, right?
Oh, yeah, no question about it. The Masters is a very controlled environment.
So is he then, in terms of handling it, he won't have much handling to do?
Exactly, because they will do the dirty work for him because they don't want to sit there and stain the Masters in any way. If people get to the people who control the Masters.
Okay, let me ask you something. Vanity Fair this month has a whole, you should pardon the expression, spread. Of all of his mistresses. They all feel betrayed by him. These girls are coming out as victims all of a sudden.
It's disgraceful.
And should they be getting all this publicity? Pictures in Vanity Fair?
They shouldn't be getting...
First
of all, they shouldn't be getting any publicity at all because they knew he was married. They knew what they were doing, and it points to a bigger issue. It points to a bigger issue that men wouldn't be in a position to do a lot of the things that they do if it weren't women volunteering those services. But the real trifling individual of them all is this Jocelyn James. You're a porn star, you're on film doing the things that you do for other folks' entertainment, and you're talking about you were hurt, you were lied to.
She's the victim.
It's disgraceful, and a lot of women are the ones that need to call her out more than somebody like you.
That's called chutzpah.
There you go.
Do you think that some of these questions are meant to try to throw him off his game?
I'm sure that will be the case on some in terms of his golf game. Oh no, because you want to see Tiger play, you want to see Tiger win. I don't care how much people may despise him or find him repugnant at this moment in time. When it comes to him playing golf, you want to see him out on the court. I'm not interested in seeing Ernie Els.
So Stephen, today there's a press conference.
I do too, but not as much as Tiger.